even know if I'm live. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to go to my page, but it ain't showing me nothing. Somebody say hello, because I don't know if I'm working. Is this thing working? I think I'm live. I'm not sure if I'm live. I try to go live on StreamYard real quick. Hey, there we go. I see somebody there. So what's up? What's up? What's going on? I just wanted to bring a quick minute. I had a busy morning. I had to run. We had an emergency today with a water issue. So it kind of took my morning away. I couldn't come with you guys, but I wanted to bring a quick transformational thought with Ray and a Monday mindset. And you guys know every time that I really come, I come from a place where I always feel like it's the second or third time giving this message, because usually I always give the message to myself first. And you know, we're in a time right now where how many of us keep hearing that? You know, we're in a time right now. We're in a time right now. We're in a time right now. Look, we've always been in a time. As long as I know, I shared with you on Saturday the fact that, you know, we keep getting older, and some of us who are really doubling down on our personal development, on our leadership skills, and our business development, it seems like the better we get, the faster time goes too. And I talked about the urgency that we have to have. Today, I just want to talk about rising to the occasion, right? Whatever it looks like in your life, right? You know, many of you know I got a handicapped daughter, right? And some of you might have a sibling or a relative or somebody who has a disability. Maybe you have somebody in your life who's not doing well. They're ill, or they're dealing with, you know, health issues, right? I believe we're in a time where we can allow these things in our life, especially with the weight of the world, especially with the weight of the media, especially with the weight of circumstances around us. We can very easily stay still or really fall back onto the occasions of life. But what I'm here to challenge you is to rise to the occasions, right? Rise to the occasion. Whatever you got going on in your life, now is the time that you really put on your full armor, your full skills, you've been preparing for this time. Now I'm talking to those who are really ready to level up. There are a lot of people right now who are struggling, and I'm here to help you. I know many people are here to help you, whether it's finances, whether it's relationships, whether it's developing oneself, whether it's developing a team, whether it's leadership skills, whatever it is. But right now is the time, especially, that we've been preparing ourselves. The books we've read, the audios we've listened to, the seminars we went to, the relationships we built, the business that we started. Right now, it might not look like you want it to look, but right now is absolutely the best time for you to rise to the occasion, right? And I want you to do this. I want you to welcome your problems. I want you to welcome your problems, and you lift them from a higher perspective. So you got to be a perspective lifter. Right? You got to see the obstacles. You got to see the problems. You got to see whatever's in front of you, and you got to raise your level of perspective, and you got to see it from so high. I always talk about when you got a dream so big that the obstacle in front of you can never outweigh that dream. Your dreams always got to stay, right? If you have a wall here, your dreams got to be higher, right? So you can always look over the obstacle and know exactly where you're going. So the key is do you know where you're going, right? Some of us are consistently, day to day, hour by hour, week by week, month by month, year by year, we're sleepwalking through life. We are absolutely sleepwalking through life. And I just want to tell you, you can't complain about life if you're not actually living life. And I'm not really attacking nobody, but we got to start facing reality, right? There is a time and a place where we can sit back and watch things happen. But right now is the time. Right now is the time that we stop sleepwalking through life. We got to stop letting life happen to us, and we got to start happening to life. It doesn't mean that things ain't going to knock you off. It doesn't mean that things ain't going to come and try to set you up for failure and set you back to a place where you remember you came from. See, I remember what it was like being back there. I remember what it was like, you know, wanting to quit drinking and the alcohol just keep calling my name, right? I was in a different time, in a different place. Sorry, I got a message. But what I want you to understand is you need to start participating in your life. How many of you feel sometimes like life just keeps happening to you? Like every time something good happens, two bad things happen. How many of you can raise your hand and say, I'm there now? How many of you can honestly say, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of constantly taking a step back. But the problem is you're not participating in the activity going on in your life. You're allowing a lot of this stuff to happen. You are accepting a lot of these things. And if you're accepting defeat, if you're allowing life to continue to punch you and you're not fighting back, that's exactly what you're going to get out of life. You're going to get exactly what you want. If you're not fighting back, life's going to keep knocking you down. And eventually you're either going to quit or you're going to wake up. You're going to wake up and you're going to start punching back like Rocky Balboa. You're going to start training for that fight. You're going to start doing absolutely everything possible that you're going to win. Even if you don't see the end in sight. There's an old saying that you walk a mile to see a mile. Do not look at the 20-mile race at mile 1 and think of mile 20. No, you walk a mile, see a mile. Run a mile, see a mile. The next mile, see the next mile. Next mile, see the next mile. And eventually you're going to hit that 20-mile mark. But too many of us are looking at mile 20 and we just started on the first mile. See, you got to stop sleepwalking through life. I don't care, no matter what you do, even to be a good parent, you have to take some lumps. You're going to face some setbacks. You're going to learn and you're going to make some mistakes. The idea is that we keep going. We stop sleepwalking and allow it to happen. And we get out there and we start proceeding. We start chasing and we allow things to happen and we can correct them. It's correct course, right? It's a correct course of action by what? Taking action. But you can't take action and you can't keep sleepwalking and expecting that great things are going to happen, right? I know I've been there before. When things ain't feeling good, when you're not feeling good, when the money's tight, when maybe something you made an investment and that investment didn't come through, you put your money in a course and you weren't able to finish the course, or you tried to start a course, whatever it was, stop sleepwalking. Listen, this is the one thing, especially when I talk about my entrepreneurs and I talk about my business builders and my network marketers, especially, and what I do and what my team does is when you face setbacks, right? And what's a setback? A setback could be somebody quits your team. Somebody says no to the opportunity. Somebody says you're stupid. Somebody says your mama stinks. Somebody says something about you because they don't absolutely understand what you're doing. See, and we allow people who don't even give us the time or day to hear what we're doing, right? We don't even we know that people are looking for a coach. We know that people are looking for finances. We know that people want to be better, but they'll be the first ones to tell you no. They'll be the first ones to tell you that to get a life. They'll be the first ones to tell you that those things don't work, right? When you encounter these problems, you immediately need to have a solution. When you encounter a problem, you immediately need to have a solution, whatever it is. But that means you need to prepare yourself well in advance before these problems arise. And then you can self-reflect if you're learning new skills. But that's the thing. It's new skills. How do I move forward even when things ain't going my way? How do I have a higher perspective? How do I have a bigger dream? How do I have a greater why than the obstacles that are going to come before me? Because I'm going to tell you what, no matter how big you get, no matter how fast you go, no matter how much you grow, there's always going to be an obstacle. The saying is the same. Every level, another devil. Why do you think they say that? Because the higher up you go, the bigger the devil gets. The farther you get to your goals, the bigger the devil wants to stop you. The more you proceed into your God-given gift, the more the enemy wants to knock you off track. And it could be in the form of anything. It could be in the form of a loved one. It could be in the form of a job. It could be somebody. It could be something good. Stop acting like something bad's got to happen. When you're proceeding into your gift, when you're proceeding into your future, when you're growing that income and you're building the team and you're making it and you're getting the yeses and things are happening good, there might be something that somebody offers you that looks so good, you don't know how you can say no. So be careful, because everything doesn't come in a negative thing. Things can happen to you by you growing, and somebody could offer you something. But remember, just because it doesn't look good, just because it looks good, doesn't mean it's great for you. Right? So you need to have a different perspective. You need to understand that we ain't problem seeking, we're solution finding. We're not worried about understanding all the problems. We want to hear, we want to listen, but we want to have a solution. People don't want to hear a problem. They want to hear a solution for their problem. And the more solutions you can find for people, the greater your business will grow, the greater your relationships will be, and the more time you'll spend around people you really want to spend it with. Because how many of you can raise your hand, right? And you're in a place where maybe you just don't particularly like the people you work with. Maybe you have a bunch of negative Nancys. Maybe you have a bunch of steaming Steves, right? You know, the angry guy who's always angry at work and storms around, stomping his feet and slams stuff down so people notice him. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Or you got the negative Nancy who's always telling you about everybody else in the neighborhood and about, you know, the Kardashians and every reality show that's going on, because she doesn't want to focus on what's in front of her and why she ain't where she wants to be, right? We all got those, right? So you got to be careful, and you have solutions. When people come to you and they're complaining and they're whining, and you start giving them solutions, I'm going to tell you a secret. The less they're going to complain and whine to you, because they really don't want solutions, guys. That's why you got to go out and listen to people who are truly seeking advice. We got to stop sleepwalking. There are people right in front of us. There are people right in front of us that want us. There are people right in front of us that are ready right now. But we got to be focused, and we got to be walking in our own life. We got to be understanding of the surroundings and what's around us. The last thing I just want to talk about is, if you're feeling doubt or you're feeling self-pity, right? If you're feeling this you know, this worthlessness, right? I've been there. You know, if people tell you that they don't go through this, no matter how successful they are, they're full of crap. Everybody plays the comparison game at one level or another. Everybody plays that self-sabotage at one level or another. Everybody looks and thinks if they're worthy or not at some level. They're just quick to eliminate it. They're quick to move on from it. See, self-pity comes to everyone, right? The doubt comes to everyone. We're human natures. We're flesh. This is what we think, especially when we're hitting new plateaus and new levels, and we're stretching for new things. We're going to start to feel a sense of worthlessness, of self-pity. Maybe some of those victim mindsets are going to start coming back. But the one thing I want to say is, you need to raise your awareness. You need to raise your awareness, and you need to increase your perspective on what's really going on. And many times it's just who you think you are, not who you are. Say it's who you think you are, not who you are. See, we don't give ourselves enough credit. We have come this far. You have survived 100% of the obstacles in your way up to this point. That tells me you're a victor. That tells me you're a winner. That tells me you are right on the verge of something great. If you push through, you persevere, and you increase your awareness and your knowledge, and you understand that nothing great just happens. So that's what I'm talking about. Rise to the occasion. Rise to the occasion. This is your life. This is your time. This is your chance to do something great. Nobody's going to do it for you, but you will team up with people who will serve you and help you get to where you want to go. So I just wanted to leave you a quick message tonight, because I get passionate when I see people like at work, they just settle. They're not even happy. They're not even willing to do anything about their unhappiness. They just are sleepwalking through life, and they say, this is just what it is. This is just the cards I was dealt. I got to get my benefits. I got to get my 401k. And you can't talk people into doing things if they really are a victim of their own life. You can inspire them, encourage them, and motivate them. But if they're not willing to wake up in their own life, then you can't wake them up. You just keep doing what you're doing. You keep persisting. You block out the nonsense. you move on, you gain awareness, you gain a greater perspective, and you build your dream so stinking big that every time the enemy throws something in your way, you can't even see it because you're so laser locked, focused, and intentional on everything that you do. And I hope I was able to give you a good word. I know I'm kind of excited right now. You know, I got a meeting here. Just in a couple minutes. So I want you guys to know that listen, I know what it's like to be in the bottom of the barrel. I know what it's like to feel like you're a fish in a barrel of other fishes, right? I know what it's like to be dumb, broken, disgusted, busted, and all these other things, sleeping in parks, in and out of detention centers. I know what it's like to be so damn drunk you can't even remember what you did the next day, and you got to call someone and ask them and kind of hint to them, hoping that they're going to be able to tell you something that doesn't embarrass the heck out of you, right? See, I've been there. Many people have been there. I've been through friendships that they just used you and used you and used you and used you. I've been in relationships where things haven't gone the way I thought. I've been in a marriage that didn't work out. You know, we can all talk about the things that we've been through, but those are the things that we're supposed to gain a greater awareness from, learn from, grow from, build from, and then love other people by helping them in their situations. You want to help people? Pack their bank account. You want to help people? Help their relationships. You want to love people? Just listen, and they will tell you exactly what they need. But you got to see it from a different perspective. And you can't engage with others' problems. You have to give them solutions. When they play the victim, you play the victor. When they play the self-pity mode, you play the redemption mode. Everything that they throw out you got to be prepared to answer with a absolute certainty that they can make it from where they're at. And then sometimes they just need a stinking hug, and you just love them where they're at, right? And when they're ready, they know who they can count on. So with that, guys, remember, my name's Raymond Wright. I am your motivator, inspirator, but most importantly, I'm your transformator. This is your Transformational Thought with Ray. This is your Monday Mindset, because I know I was supposed to come in probably 12 hours ago, but it got crazy this morning. And I just want you guys to know it's time to rise to the occasion. What is the occasion? I don't know what yours is, but right now is the time. So let's get up, let's get going, and let's get it stinking done. I love you guys. Deuces till next time.